Hello, welcome to Gino's Garden. It is the beginning of the year, and what you need to do is prepare your garden for planting. Here in South Texas, it's the first week in January. It's gorgeous out. It's a little chilly for me, it's about 55. So, I'm used to hot weather. Now, preparing your garden is preparing the soil. And what I like to do, which, you know, it's just my preference, whatever works for you, but a month before we plant here in South Texas, I like to put the fertilizer down and then till your garden up. Now, you can till it a bunch of different ways. You can have your own tiller, use it every year, which is great, or you can rent a tiller, which that's about $50 for about 4 hours. Okay, you need to put a deposit down. You got to pick it up and bring it back, and when you bring it back, you have to make sure it's clean. So that's important. So you get your deposit back. I think the deposit might be $25 or so. This year, what I'm going to do is use a shovel to till your garden. When you till it with a machine, it only gets down about yay far right here. When you use a shovel, you can get down a little deeper and turn your soil. That's what I'm going to be doing. I want more soil to be turned up. And especially when you start, we're going to have a big rain tomorrow and the next day. So I like to get my garden done so we have a couple rains on the fertilizer and the garden before we plant. So what I'm going to do is go over a couple things what you need to have. First thing, you definitely need to have the pair of leather gloves and safety goggles. Very important. You only have 2 eyes. Okay? Next is your footwear. Okay? These are my favorite footwear to use. These are a great hiking boot. They're flexible. So these are great, and what I do, because see, I like treads when I work, but in the garden, when you're going to be working in the dirt soil, you want a flatter on the bottom, flat pair. What I do is I save my old pair. Okay, that's important. Don't get rid of your old shoes, especially if you're gardening, because there's no tread on the bottom. You don't want to drag your fertilizer and your dirt on your porch and your house everywhere. So a flat pair of shoes, save your old pairs, get a nice pair of work jeans. These are my favorite right here, and you're good to go. Now you want to have a spade shovel if you're going to do it manually like I'm going to do it. Spade shovel has a point. You're going to be putting your weight down on it, and a pair of gloves. So I am going to make sure you have your safety glasses on, use your gloves, you don't want any blisters. Now, if you can't do this, get one of your children to do it or your grandchildren. If not, get a neighbor, someone you know. I always treat anything in the garden or the yard as an exercise like you're at the gym. Okay? You need to stay in shape, so treat it that way. So you don't want to bend wrong or twist and turn, so always be careful. You want to save your back. Now, what I'm going to do is just start right here, and I'm going to be putting my weight down. There. Get it? Flip it over. All I'm doing. Again, I have the rabbit poop everywhere in the whole garden. So, there is a ton of it. All I'm going to do, you put your weight down on there, get it, flip it over. And you just do this process the whole way. And I'm only going to do this little section right here to show you all demonstration. So, right here, you want to really loosen this up. There, look at that. Right here. Yeah, especially before it rains. A month before, get this done so your soil can sit. Get that rainwater on here. Need that. Now you can use any kind of fertilizer you like. You can buy it. You know someone has a farm, go get some pails and fill up the waste of the animals. Put that on your garden. So I try to keep it as organic as possible. So, which it's tough. Especially, I don't use pesticides here. Look at that. You can chop up the big pieces if you like. Boy, it looks real nice. Now, as you can see, I'm halfway done already. So it doesn't take long. Alright? On the shovel, put your weight behind it. Get it down there. Flip it over. That's all you do. Put your weight behind it. Flip it over. Kind of go forward a little bit. And flip it. Now if you have to, don't be afraid to stop and take a break. Okay, do this at your pace. You don't want to have any health problems as you're doing this, overextending yourself. So take your time. The garden's not going anywhere. And you're going to sweat. You might hit a rock. So maybe move your shovel a little bit and see if you can get it. As you see, it doesn't take long. Yes, it's a workout. So if you can't do it, find someone else. Now, if you never tilled up your yard before, or wherever your spot is, remember, pick a spot at least 6 hours in the sun, okay, or more. So know your yard, know the sun, where it's going. If it's behind a tree, figure out the best spot. It doesn't take long, and yeah, I'm a little out of breath. But just till it up. It's going to rain. This is going to mix in real well. I recommend too, have a sweat rag because you're going to get a little sweaty. It's running down my face. So, recap. Get your best fertilizer you want to use. Put it down. Now if it's brand new soil and you never tilled it up before, you might want to use a weed eater and cut down the grass. Get your spot. You might need a pick. Pick your soil and loosen it up if it's the first time. You can see the more and more you till it up, the easier it is with a shovel, as you can see here. Pretty easy, but it's not always going to be that way. So you can use a pick. Might have to get a shovel here, maybe a bar, might be rocky soil, depends. But once you start tilling your garden up, putting your fertilizer in, it will get easier and easier each time you do it. As you can see, you know, I made it look easy, but it wasn't the first time. That was tough, because I started out with a small garden, and then one year made it 5 feet more, the next year 5 feet more, the next year 5 feet more. This is 35 by 35, so it seems to work for me. So whatever works for you. If you have any questions, email me. But to start your garden, you know, it's all about the fertilizer you put down, tilling it up, let it sit. I let mine sit a month again. Not to repeat myself. But, and we use rabbit poop. I feel like that is quality fertilizer. So, and again, I use it when I get rid of my plants. On the cauliflower I had and the cabbage, the rabbits ate everything there except the roots. So, and then that went right back in the yard. So, it's a circle of life. Works for me. So whatever works for you. So, here's the beginning of the 2013 growing season. First week in January. Now I'm going to start planting the tomatoes and other vegetables about the second week in February down here, depending on the weather. It might be the first week, second week, depends if we get a freeze or not. We haven't got a freeze yet this year, so you never know. So I'm preparing ahead of time. Prepare ahead of time. It's easier on you when you start planting your vegetables. Get things done early. Plan it. You're going to have to stake out your area where you're going to start. And it's going to be tough to get that soil turned up. So you might need some help in the beginning. If you're already doing it, some of y'all know what to do. I'm just giving you little tips. Flat shoes, save your old shoes, a good shovel, leather gloves, protect your hands, and safety goggles. Very important. So, from Gino's Garden, happy gardening. Have a great season this year. Ciao, baby.